letting you join the club today, Monday, August 9, dude. We are coming at you live, the MisippBROs on YouTube, streaming. Like, subscribe, share, and let's get after it, man. We got A's, we got Giants. We have the younger MisippBRO, fresh off a 4-dayer, throwing frisbees, loving life out in Colorado. Gonna tell us about his excursions. Big Bro has been checking out some independent baseball here in the Bay. We're going to get after it, dude. We got all kinds of stuff. We got Olympics. We got guys getting flipped by Batgirls in the MLB. You got to love it. Let's get after it. MisippBROs coming to you on a Monday afternoon. How the hell is everyone doing? And how the hell is my younger bro doing today?
I'm doing pretty stupendous for a Monday. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for having us again. Happy Monday. Hope you're making it a good one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be enjoying this stream. Now, yes, Chooch, freshly back from Colorado. I spent an epic 4 days with good friends, our favorite Viking caller, Shay, and known to tune in, but has yet to chime in on the chat. Looking for P. Will Till, Mr. P. Tricky, Pat Tillery. We had 4 days going. 6 courses. 116 holes. The wing felt like I just pitched a doubleheader. And trust me, I don't want to see any backpacks for at least 2 days. Because in the sport of disc golf, you're always lugging your own gear. Just to give you some perspective over the 2 most mountainous, challenging, grueling courses, 4 courses over 2 days, we covered 23 miles between the elevations of 6,000 feet and 9,000. So we were doing the work. We were feeling it day after day. Just enough time to recover and get out there again in the morning. So yes, epic times had in Colorado. Thanks for having us. Good food, Denver Steakhouses, Freddy's Steak Burgers and Custard, one of my favorites. Shout out Kurt. You know I always make it there. This time enjoyed Freddy's from Aurora. Now, we might circle back on some other Colorado sights and sounds either later this show or later this week. I'd be happy to. But, having missed the chance to tell you folks about Thursday about what was going on in the world, I'm kind of backed up, like an email inbox that you don't get to for a few days. Kind of backed up like you ate some weird foods and things aren't passing through like they normally do. What I'm talking is the Olympics wrapped up.
Get rid of it, dude. Get it out. Go.
The Olympics wrapped up. We got some hot teams and hot players in the MLB post trade deadline. We're going to talk all about that. And yes, San Francisco Giants fans, you're a part of that, as is our favorite new Giant, Chris Bryant. We got to talk NFL Hall of Fame induction, the 2021 class, some epic speeches from Peyton Manning and Charles Woodson. Would you expect anything less? But, and again, we're going to mow down the topics, throw something up in the chat if you want to hear us dive into anything further, or throw us a curveball, see if we'll adjust. We usually always do. So, Chad, 2 hottest teams in baseball. In your opinion, who are they?
Tampa Bay Rays. And let's go with San Francisco Giants, dude. I mean, who is hotter than the Giants, the number 1 team in baseball right now? Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you're a little biased, but I get it, dude. I get it. Yes. Well, the Phillies definitely are hot, but let's be truthful here. They're in the NL East, and also they're playing the Mets. So I don't take them beating the Mets as hot as the Rays beating the Red Sox and the Giants beating the Brewers. Change my mind.
The Giants do continue to beat all comers, including top teams, division leaders like the Brewers. I think they took 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee this weekend.
Correct.
Milwaukee was coasting, and they'll probably coast to a division title there in the NL Central. Great pitching, timely hitting, and a great bullpen. So pitching usually wins in the playoffs. It was a heck of a testament to the Giants to knock them off in their home park. Now, the Philly fanatic would like a word with you, Chad. Because winners of 8 straight. Phillies are hot. Walk-offs. Bamboo Brad. Joe Girardi. With a nod yesterday, you had to see the game if you didn't see it. Zach Wheeler. Currently maybe the NL Cy Young favorite.
Yes, dude.
He's leading the league in innings pitched and strikeouts. We call that doing the old Nolan Ryan. He's there to pitch every game. He's there to pitch the big games. And apparently, he became the first Phillies pitcher to throw more than 2 shutouts in a single season as a righty since Doc Halladay. You had it. You had it.
I did have it, yes.
They officially retired the number for Doc yesterday at the ballpark, number 34. And it's been a long time coming, well-deserved. This outing by Zach Wheeler featured him retiring 22 straight batters at one point. The Mets were going down, as they tend to do sometime. Wheeler, the former Met, became the first Philly to retire 22 straight since May 29th, 2010. If that date rings a bell in your head, that was Roy Halladay's perfect game.
Well,
how
hey,
about
dude,
that?
I think all those stats are great, dude. Wheeler is a excellent pitcher, dude. Former Met and former Giant, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, long story short, dude, the Phillies are grinding. They are shooting up. Yes, I like that shooting up. That's great. I love the fact that the Phillies are trying to take advantage of that division, dude. And no one better than the swing and miss Mets. Dude, if I watch so many guys flail as much as the Mets do at the plate, it's ridiculous. And Javi Baez is not even playing. And he's the biggest flailer of them all, dude. I think the Mets have some definite flaws. The Phillies got them this weekend, dude. And we'll see how it goes, dude. I'm not sure about the Phillies pen. I think Girardi would say the same. I've met Joe Girardi a couple times, dude. Nice guy, dude. Really cool guy. Old school, definite man, Tony La Russa kind of guy. And I think Girardi has done well there. It's a good time to be a Philly fan, dude. Most definitely, you're in first place. I mean, what else is wrong with that?
They're rocking the park. I believe they had back-to-back walk-offs. Bryce Harper has vaulted into not only the MVP discussion, he might be a favorite at this time right now. He's got an incredibly solid season going, Chad, and he's breaking out right now.
Solid season, yes.
No, incredibly
not
solid.
MVP season, dude. Come on.
He's one of the only guys that can tote upwards of a 400 OBP, 500 slugging. I mean, he's doing what they brought him here to do. He infamously did promise that we'd bring a title back to D.C. He meant to say Washington, and he also
that's right.
He meant to say Philly. He also gladly gave up the honor of wearing the number 34 when he came to the team. He highlighted how much Roy Halladay meant to Philly, and he decided not to wear the number 34. Good call, Bryce. You're making 3 all your own there in Philadelphia. But, yesterday was Roy Halladay Day, and a lot came together for the Phillies at one moment. And what I just want to say with regards to that, they got the juice right now. I agree. I'm a little skeptical about the bullpen. They have a -5 run differential, even though they find themselves at the top of the NL East. Let's just say they got the juice. It's the right time of year to have the juice. And I know Philly and all of its fans, PHANS, I know they are excited to be excited for the first time in about a decade.
Yes. I mean, dude, it's been a long time for a Philly fan, dude. Most definitely. And it's good that they're playing in the division they're playing in. Let's be serious. Okay. But they're taking advantage of it. And that's what winning teams do. They beat up on guys that they should beat up on. Okay. The Mets are not that good. They're really not. If I get tired of seeing their owner on Twitter talking about what should we do? Do you guys want more runs today? It's like, dude, shut up. Just stop. You're embarrassing, dude. He's a hedge fund guy. He's got billions. He needs to stop talking about what should we do as an organization. I have an idea. Hit guys over. 2 out RBIs are a good thing. Making contact is a good deal. So there's a couple little insights for you, Mr. Stephen Cohen, dude. And so long story short, dude, hey, Phillies I think we're spending too much time on them though, for the simple fact that it's nice that they got an 8-game winning streak. Let them play the Brewers, the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants. And if they have an 8-game winning streak, then you have my attention.
And maybe if Zach Wheeler can muster up the strength to pitch every third day, that would help the Phillies. Let me just say, while still in the NL East, because we're going to kick it to the AL East real quick here. There's a lot to talk about in the AL East. The Atlanta Braves, this wrapped up last week. They finished a stretch. Did you see this? 19 straight games. They alternated win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Never streaking more than one.
That's crazy. That's the definition of mediocrity, bro.
Oh, it is. It is. I don't see the Braves as a major threat, even with their shiny new outfield. They went down Ozuna. They went down Acuna. They picked up some guys like Jorge Soler. They picked up Jock Peterson. They got some pop. I love Freddie Freeman.
Those guys aren't difference makers.
I don't think it's Atlanta's year. I just don't. But someone from the NL East has to make it. Now, the AL East features. We woke up this morning and found 4 teams over the 60-win threshold.
Dude,
Blue Jays,
race.
7 games back. The Yankees, 6.5 games back. Boston, 4 games back. You mentioned Tampa playing good ball. They've been playing good ball all year. The Yankees are the ones that are surging, winners of 9 of their last 11. We talked about they were lacking left-handed power bats, and while Gallo hasn't made a huge impression just yet, I believe he will. Just adds an element of danger to that lineup. I'd rather pitch to Joey Gallo than, say, Gleyber Torres, right? Anthony Rizzo recently hit the COVID list, but he's made a large impact before that. One of a lot of players after the deadline in a new place making a major impact. I think the Yankees can ride a little wave of excitement, but I don't see them actually overtaking Boston or Toronto. Excuse me, Boston or Tampa.
Well, okay, I can understand that, but I will say I told you don't sleep on the Yankees. We knew they were gonna straighten stuff out. Even though all Yankee fans, about a week ago thought the world was ending and the Yankee season was over and they should get rid of people. And
typical.
And it's the typical Bronx, the way they do things, man. Oh, the world's ending. It's over. We lost to the Orioles. Forget it. But the point is, dude, is that the Yankees have a formidable lineup. Their pitching is better, okay? Chapman went on he's got an elbow problem, which is never good. Just ask Clayton Kershaw. And so the fact is that the Yankees have a little bit of a problem. But Boston is the one that intrigues me in the way that they really had a great first half. I mean, played way above expectations. Can they hold it? And especially against guys like the Rays and the Yankees surging and the Blue Jays reloaded with Jose Barrios with that lineup, dude. That is one division that is awesome to watch all the way down to the end. It's going to be a freaking knock them down, drag them out fight, dude.
Wait, can't ignore what Vlad Jr. is doing on that team as well. They can produce some runs. George Springer is looking like the MVP type George Springer of late. He's been known to make some dramatic runs in his career, a very clutch performer. One of the only Houston Astros I genuinely didn't hate, even though you can lump them in with the same crew. He didn't have that obnoxious element like Bregman and Correa. I don't know if you saw Correa listening to Dodger boos as he rounded third base down 5 runs. Oh, goodness. So also in Boston in this division, just a little fun fact for you, Chooch. The closer for Boston, very capable usually these last 2 years. Matt Barnes became the first pitcher in a long time, I'm missing the number, to factor in the decision 3 games in a row in a 2-day period. So here it is. He loses a regular 9-inning game as the closing pitcher. He loses it, blows it, whatever. The next day gets the win in game doubleheader 1, and then that night got the loss in doubleheader 2. That's loss, win, loss in about 24 hours, and no pitcher had to see that in some, 100 years.
Whoa, man. That's, that means that they don't really trust a whole lot of other guys down there, do they?
No, because you're throwing him out 3 times in a row. So, yes, as we continue to highlight teams, 60 wins and above, there's going to be some epic races in the AL East. The NL West, home of your San Francisco Giants, with the league leading 71 wins. They're on top of most power rankings. They're on top of the most stacked division in baseball, if you ask me. The Dodgers and Padres will be there through the end of the season. Padres fading a little bit without their star. But the San Francisco Giants and Chris Bryant, they just continue to play great baseball. 130 runs plus.
I can't agree more, man. I've been watching them, obviously, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, it's almost, I won't say can't miss baseball, but it is such good baseball to watch. And that's the difference, being an objective fan and watching great baseball. And they do the little things. They move guys over. They bump when they have to. They hit bombs. There's no big star on the team. Name me the number 1 player on the Giants.
I got to go with Buster with the year he's having, at least.
But the point is that Buster plays only twice every 4 days, man, every other day. So the point is, man, is that they have a great just lineup, period. There's lefty righties, man. There's power. There's La Stella now is back, dude. And you got, Punch and Judy guy that you can't freaking strike out. And it's just a good baseball team. It's fun to watch, dude. I think I read something on The Athletic today about Ken Rosenthal had a really good article about, Farhan Zaidi and the Orioles GM were both hired 10 days apart. Look where their organizations are comparatively. And that just goes to show that finding undervalued people is what Zaidi has done his whole career with the A's, with the Dodgers, and now with the Giants, now that he got the big job. And look at the results, dude.
I know Giants fans got to be loving them some Farhan Zaidi. He gets those glue pieces. Typical of a guy from an A's former front office, even a Dodgers former front office. One team's cast off is another team's perfect fit, right?
Yep.
And the Giants have always played team ball going back to 2010 when they started their run of 3 World Series in 5-6 seasons, what have you. And sometimes I still have to do this when I look at the lineup card and I still see Crawford, Belt, Posey. I mean, these 3 guys were there then. And Belt is back in the lineup. He's on one of his hot streaks again. You mentioned Tommy Lustello, one of my favorite gritty players. He's back. These are winning type of players. They've won in the past, and I look for the Giants to maintain their grip on the NL West and then make some serious noise in the playoffs. So hats off to the Giants fans. We saw some memorable debuts in Los Angeles Blue. Max Scherzer, 10 Ks. Thank you very much. Getting those Astros out of town. Trey Turner flashing the speed yesterday. I don't know if you saw him go first to home on a ball that trickled through the infield.
Dude, that guy is Mr. Excitement, Ben. He's going to really blow up in LA, dude. Really.
I can't think of a better 1-2 batting lineup besides Turner, Mookie Betts. I don't think it's out there.
That's if Betts resurgence is legit, then everyone else is in trouble, dude. I mean, those guys are 1-2 in the order, and then you follow them with the only person that's not pulling their weight, dude, is Bellinger. Everyone else in that lineup, man, is freaking on fire, dude. And that's a nasty lineup, dude.
Nasty. And the Dodgers feature a roster now that has 6 former Cy Youngs and/or MVPs. MVPs being Cody Bellinger, wouldn't believe it this year, and Mookie Betts. So the Dodgers you just can't ignore, and they tend to get hot late as well.
No. So it's going to be awesome all the way down, dude. The 2 best divisions, hands down, AL East, NL West, end of story. It's going to go down to the last week of the year, and it's going to be freaking epic, dude. It's going to be epic, man.
There's going to be very exciting baseball played in September at Dodger Stadium, at Giants Ballpark. Oracle, forgive me, that name changed for the 6th time in 20 years. Anyways, the Dodgers
Who's
and the Giants,
got the money, baby? Who's got the dough? You can put your name on it.
Chris Bryant's certainly doing his part, but no trade deadline acquisition is doing their part like...
Let's see. Trade deadline. Starling Marte.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, dude.
Starling Marte. Before I lay out exactly what he's done, let me just say, if the A's aren't already trying to re-sign this guy, we know it probably won't happen. If they are not already trying to re-sign him, this franchise is, because there's
already fucked.
More of a better fit, a dynamic boost. This is everything you could ever want in a playoff push. Starling Marte, since being acquired, is batting .425 with an on-base percentage of .465. 2 home runs, 8 runs scored, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and Chad, you love to see it, 7 stolen bases.
Yes.
All while playing plus defense in center field that has included a couple web gems. So as disappointed as I am in Ramon Laureano and the fact that we won't get to see those 2 share the outfield for the rest of the year, and probably never, knowing the A's not signing Marte is ominous, or is looming, Starling Marte can't do more. And also, dude, honorable mention to Yon Jones, Josh Harrison. Those guys have all been solid additions, but no bigger spark plug than Starling Marte thus far. You love to watch him. I love his brand of ball.
Dude, and it has transformed that lineup, man. The fact that Marte, Gomes, and Harrison has brought professionalism to the A's. Professionalism, dude. And that's what they were missing. They're going to be a force going forward, dude. Now in the AL West, dude. The Astros are not now going to run away with that division, dude.
All right, so the A's surging at the right time as well. Stay tuned. Can they continue to pitch? Can Starling Marte stay white hot? We certainly hope so, as I tell you with a Phillies cap on my head. Moving on.
Excellent, dude. Hey, dude, you know what, man? I know you missed it, man. I know you were sad, dude, but you missed the closing ceremony of the Olympics, dude.
Was it anything worth watching?
Don't worry, I missed it too.
All right. Well, a look to the medal count says USA.
Oh,
USA,
hell yes.
USA. What am I talking? Oh, sorry, the flag's on this side, people.
I was going to say.
USA.
Okay.
USA.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But, a look to the medal count. USA. Most total medals. Most gold medals. 113 total.
That's the key.
39 golds. Now,
yes.
Not to focus too much on baseball, because we've talked a lot of it, but one area they did not get a gold medal was the baseball finals. The USA lost a close game, 2-0 to Japan. It was well fought, well deserved Japan. But that brought this to my attention. USA and Japan will not face each other in baseball in the Olympics again for 8 years. Do you know why?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because certain people think that cornhole, fencing, and ping pong are more important than baseball.
All right. Or in other words, listeners, what Chad is highlighting here, thank you, big bro. The 2024 Olympics are going to be held in Paris, a little French town, right? They're not so keen on baseball. They're not very good at baseball. And from what I understand,
they know play the baseball. No.
The home country gets to decide what's in, what's out in terms of the final vote on games. I'm just getting this detail because there will be no 2024 baseball in the Olympics or softball. But hey, fans, don't hold your breath to tune into breakdancing. That's a real sport. It's coming to take a place of baseball in the Olympics.
That's about right, dude.
Now, I could go on. I could really go on, but I got to fit this in because I was noticing as the Olympics closed out, there's a sport that's similar to basketball, but it's called threes or 3-on-3. And there's some different rules. It's faster paced, what have you, but it's not filled with NBA stars or WNBA stars. It's kind of a niche sport. So we have basketball, which we'll talk about in a second, and we have the 3-on-3 version of basketball or a variety of basketballs, and we have zero baseball.
Are they taking Cube's 3-on-3 league, dude? Olympic?
They're taking asphalt basketball and hyping it up. I mean, where's the and one guys? Can we get the and one guys on this tour? Or better, dude. How about slam ball? Can we bring slam ball back if we're going to do a variety of basketball? Or
hey,
gosh
dude,
dang
we're
it.
At the point now. We're at the point now where half of the sports in Olympics, dude, are like, that's not really a sport. Okay. That's not really a medal sport. But you know what? Hey, this is where society's going, dude. It started with the participation trophy generation, dude. It started with all this stuff. So guess what, man? This is where we are. This is reality. And I'll be looking forward, dude, to breakdancing. I got to start working on my moves. I got to looking forward to the breakdancing Olympics. Maybe I can make the team, dude. Hey, you know what? Hey. I can't throw 90 anymore, so maybe I can breakdance my way to the Olympics.
You've been saving all the breakdancing juice all these years. Look for Chooch to debut in France at the tender age of 50 plus.
Hey, dude, I'm not there yet, man.
A lot of our listeners, you wouldn't believe the amount of time listeners reach out to me and say, that is your older brother, right? I say, yes, damn well should be. And they say, he's not that much older than you. And I fill them in. And that's why we have a show.
I love them. I love the listeners.
Just maybe like a 1.2 generational difference. I don't know, something like that. Let's just say when he went to high school, it was different than when I went to high school. So stuff like that. Now,
and we'll just leave it at that, man. Right on.
The Olympics, as Team USA, we talked a lot about them in basketball. At the beginning of qualifications, they kind of sleptwalked through matchups against Nigeria and France. However, they rallied to win the gold. Largely expected, but largely on the shoulders of Kevin Durant, who I will talk about in just a second. Got to give a quick shout out to JaVale McGee, now an Olympic gold medal winner. He joins his mother, Pamela McGee, as the first mother and son combo to win Olympic gold in the same sport.
Whoa, cool, man. That is very cool. And JaVale McGee, props to him, dude, for revitalizing his reputation and career and freaking being an Olympic gold medalist. That's something, dude, because he was like he was a joke on the basketball court, all the stupid stuff he used to do. And I got to give it to him, man. Look at him now. And look what he contributed to the Warriors over the year. And that is a really cool stat. You know what? I want to talk about Kevin Durant, man, because yes, dude, he went after it, and with all these other stars saying no, including Curry, saying no, he made it happen, dude. But one guy I think we need to talk about, dude, and this is Indra. Does this cement Draymond Green as a Hall of Famer?
I was hoping you'd say so. All the guy does is win at the college level, at the NBA level, at the Olympic level. Love him or hate him.
That's it.
He's dripping in gold. Okay?
Dude, gold, championships, NCAA championships. I mean, what else do you want from anybody, dude?
Draymond can ruffle a lot of feathers, and I get a lot of this from friends on the East Coast that aren't necessarily Warriors fans first. And they say, God, I just can't stand him when he does X, Y, Z. And he's one of those guys, 31 fan bases probably don't appreciate him very much. But when he's on your team, doing the dirty work, doing the things that don't show up in the box score,
Man.
ensuring victory. I mean, hats off. Respect to Draymond Green.
Yes.
Any coach will tell you, anybody watching the tournament will tell you he was maybe the second most important component of that team. He's a glue guy. I've always likened him to Phillip Rivers. It might sound like an odd comparison. I appreciated Phillip Rivers so much more when I, number one, stopped rooting for the Raiders like it was a life or death situation. Number two, when he went to Indianapolis and got away from the Chargers, I got to see his intensity and what he brings to the team. His teammates love it. It's fun to be his teammate.
No doubt about it.
If you're on the other side, you're like, I hate that guy.
Yes. Dude, I played with a couple guys, man, in baseball, man, at the end of when I was playing, that I couldn't stand when I was pitching against them. But damn, dude, when they came on my team, man, I still didn't like them, but I liked them way better now because they're on my team, and they were the glue, they were the glue that kept our team together, dude. As much as you don't like them, you want that person on your team if you are a true competitor. Okay, not everyone has to get along all the time. All right, that's a fallacy, dude. That's not correct in sports, dude. It helps, but you don't have to get along with everyone to be a successful team.
No, and hats off again to Kevin Durant. I believe this is his second gold, maybe third, but he became the all-time scoring leader for U.S. men's Olympic basketball. For a guy coming off the devastating injury he went through, not just the Achilles from 2 years ago. Remember, he had a broken foot, a Lisfranc problem. He missed parts of a major season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I love Kevin Durant on the basketball court. I wish he would do a little bit less off of it, particularly on Twitter. He's the guy who doesn't care what you think about him, but he cares what you think about him a lot.
He's a weird dude, man. Let's just say that. All right. Him and Kyrie Irving and these guys are just weird dudes. And speaking of Kyrie Irving, man, I went to the West Coast today, by the water, and I didn't fall off the end of the earth. That's good.
Oh, wow. Neither did Christopher Columbus when he was sailing around the globe. It's really tough to explain gravity without the world being a sphere. But before we dig into the way exciting, fascinating topic of physical sciences, which Chad and I always excelled at in school, let me just say, the Team USA brought it home across the board. They are expected to each and every year, and by golly, they did it again. So, cheers to Team USA, and again, this side of the hat. Now, did you get to see any of the NFL 2021 Hall of Fame class get enshrined yesterday? Because
I did see a couple speeches and stuff, man. I saw Manning, kind of bag on Brady a little bit, that kind of stuff, man. I watched a little bit of the Hall of Fame game, and I wish I had that time back of my life, dude. So I did not really watch the induction all that much.
Well, the first football game of the year is always met with a lot of excitement, but it's always awful. It usually ends with a score of 12-6, and I'm not exaggerating. Someone gets hurt, and that happened too. Anyway, without focusing on that too much, the Hall of Fame class did include some. I mean, call me out if this is recency bias, Chooch, but here's the class, and I'm as impressed by this class as any of the last 5-10 years. Peyton Manning, maybe you heard of him. Charles Woodson, the only defender with 50 interceptions and 20 sacks in his career.
Nasty.
Playing multiple positions, defensive player of the year champion, blah, 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 blah. Megatron, one of the most dominant wide receivers to ever play. He had a 9-year peak that maybe will never be matched. Alan Faneca didn't look like Alan Faneca. Not sure if you saw him, but like a lot of former guards, he's down about 100 pounds from his playing days. And he looked more like a car salesman or an insurance broker than an NFL big nasty. Also, Tom Flores, I know you have something to say about him in just a second. Woo! John Lynch, and we might have to clean this one up because Troy Polamalu got his bust revealed, but I don't think he was part of this class. I think he was kind of a holdover from 2020. Let me know if I got that right.
I think you're right on that. I think you're on the right path. If you're not, dude, you're not. It's not exact science, man, and we could be wrong there. But that class has got to be one of the top of all time, dude, when it comes to, and I mean, that is just a who's who of real. I mean, just these are Hall of Famers, no doubt, dude. There's not one in that class that I can think of that does not belong there, man. Like sometimes you have fringe guys. Oh, Faneca, I don't know. No, best at his position in his time frame. That's Hall of Fame. John Lynch, same thing, dude. Best at his position in his time frame. C. Wood changed his position in the NFL. dude, from going kick returner, punt returner, cornerback, just all around badass. Gets released by one team, goes to another, Green Bay, and becomes an all-pro again. Dude, that's that. Peyton Manning, you can't say enough about him. As much as people hate him, much as I don't care for some of the stuff he does, he's a Hall of Famer. End of story, dude. And then you got freaking Tom Flores, dude. Okay?
Yes.
First Latino head coach in NFL history. One thing that Al Davis always did, and we miss these days, is push the envelope and push for productive change. And that's what's not going on in a lot of corporations and NFL, MLB, all this kind of stuff now. But first Latino head coach, man, and rightfully so. Now, it took a long time, but he is now in the Hall of Fame where he belongs, dude. And that is for Raider fans and for football fans, that should be a big deal.
Yeah, and Al Davis, as kooky as he got towards the end of his career, as much as he lost his fastball and was just straight up weird at times, he deserves a lot of credit for. He was always inclusive. He was always pushing the envelope in terms of first woman in the front office, first Latino coach. Yeah, I think he had the first African American coach. Correct me if I'm wrong. So love or hate Al Davis, he was always just saying, "Give me the best. I don't care the color of your skin. I don't care
what you look like,
what you identify as." That's a new one. Right. Al Davis wouldn't know about gender identification, would he? Now.
No, I don't think that was his era. No.
No, and Peyton Manning laid a memorable tease. He came in and he gave Brady a little dig, saying first he said, "Thank you to all the previous inductees for rolling on with your speeches so long that we were given 6 minutes, a real amount of time, to recap our football careers." Because apparently 6 minutes isn't enough for Peyton Manning, and I agree with him. He went on to say that Ray Lewis is here, my longtime rival, and word has it he just finished his speech from 2018 minutes ago. So that was a good dig. And then he talked about Tom Brady's announcement will be so long, and by 2035 is his prediction, the inductment speeches will be so short that Tom Brady will have to make a 2035 Instagram post for his acceptance speech, meaning Tom Brady's going to play for 9 more years, and hell, I wouldn't doubt it.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt that one bit either, man. But also, I don't know if Instagram is going to be around in 2035. I think something better will take it over by then. But that's still a great point.
That is, that's a good call out right there, Chooch. And the last thing I'll say about the 2021 class is a tweet from longtime Packers VP exec Andrew Brandt. He was with the team when they drafted Aaron Rodgers. He has lots of insights there. He was with the team when they signed Charles Woodson in 2006. I'll read his tweet word for word to show you the type of player that Charles Woodson was. After a month-long recruiting session, we signed Charles Woodson as a free agent in 2006. I'll never forget his first practice. He was instantly our best tackler, our best defensive back, our best returner, our best athlete, our best leader, our best player. This is a team that had Aaron Rodgers on it.
Yes.
Truly an elite player and person, and can't we agree?
No doubt about it, man. The guy does so much for so many. He's philanthropic. There's a word that's a tough one for me. But not only that, dude, the guy is a leader, plain and simple. And it just goes to show how great the Raiders are at evaluating talent, aren't they?
Hey, number 4 out of Michigan from the same draft that had Peyton Manning in it.
No doubt about it. But then later on, cut him.
Yeah,
an
no kidding.
All-Pro, a Hall of Famer.
No kidding. I know. It wasn't a pretty exit from Oakland, but he came back and put the finishing touches on a Hall of Fame career that included, he said he was after this all years of his career. He finally picked off Peyton Manning his last season that they both played together. He picked him off twice in the same game.
Yes.
It's Hall of Fame stuff,
I love
people.
that.
So
I love that. I love that healthy competition, dude. Athletes love to compete. They love to go against the best, and that's why they are in the Hall of Fame, dude. Yep. Period. End of conversation.
Looking ahead to next year's first-time ballot eligible for 2022 NFL Hall of Famers. Just real quick, we don't got to dive in. We'll save it for the future. Here's the list of first-time balloters. Let me know if any of them are slam dunks for you into the Hall of Fame. Tony Romo, Steve Smith, wide receiver, kick returner. Andre Johnson, Houston Texan. Anquan Bolden, former Cardinal, 49er, and Raven. Robert Mathis, defensive end from the Indianapolis Colts. DeMarcus Ware, Cowboys and Broncos. Vince Wilfork, everybody's favorite nose tackle. Chad Greenway, linebacker from Iowa, longtime Minnesota Viking. And Mario Williams, former number 1 overall pick. Any of them first ballot?
Maybe Anquan Bolden. Maybe.
I'm going to add Steve Smith as a maybe there.
Okay, maybe. There is, enjoy this Hall of Fame class because that class ain't even close, dude.
No.
None of them. No.
I would love to see Peyton Manning throw to Calvin Johnson while Charles Woodson is covering him to this day. I would.
Yes, dude. That would be killer.
Yes.
All in their prime, by the way.
So that's your 2022 Hall of Fame. I'll close the Hall of Fame discussion with this quote from Peyton Manning. God bless football. That's what he said to recap his speech. So such a I've used this before.
Do you think God really knows about football? Do you think he cares or she cares or
there's some ugly thoughts there. Yes, there we could unpackage that. It's there's a dark side to this game, but we love it, right?
Yeah.
And 5 Sundays remain until week 1 of NFL Sunday. So that's exciting.
I'm not ready. I seriously, I'm not ready for football yet, dude. I'm in baseball mode.
Yep.
We just finished, Olympic basketball, dude. I'm still checking that out. So 4 weeks is good. I'll be ready, man, when season comes around, dude. But right now, nah.
Check back in 4 to 5 weeks. We'll see if Chooch is ready to talk football. My guess, probably not. Anyways, since you do love baseball, one of the coolest baseball events in a long time is coming, I believe, this week. It was scheduled for 2020. The legendary Field of Dreams will host an actual baseball game between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees, 2 very good baseball teams. Chad, any thoughts on this? Because I got something to say.
Dude, I think it's excellent that they're doing it. I think it's excellent for Major League Baseball. I can't see anything bad about it, dude. Really. I want to see some bombs into the corn, dude.
Yeah, bombs into the corn is exactly where I was taking this because, woo! Have you seen the dimensions for this field?
No. What are they?
Here we go. Just for some context, fans. A lot of people listening have been to the Oakland Coliseum. I got these numbers right off the top of my head. I basically grew up there. Left field in Oakland, 330 feet. Right field in Oakland, 330 feet. Dead center, 400 feet. Some known shorter right field fences, like Pesky's Pole in Boston, 296, but it veers out immediately. Yankee Stadium short porch, 314 feet. Why am I telling you these numbers all around 300 feet and over? Well, get ready for some home runs into the corn. Lord, I'd be upset to pitch one of these ball games. Garrett Cole's going to have a fit if it's his turn. 281 feet to left field.
Oh, come on, dude. That's ridiculous.
314 to center.
No way, dude. Come on. That's Little League, dude.
And the last one, all the lefties are just salivating. Right field is 262.
Okay, you know what? I got a different perspective on this corn game now, dude. All right, man? Because that's shameful, dude. That's embarrassing. These are major leaguers.
This is going to affect someone's stat card. Let's just say 15 to 11 sounds like a very likely score. And
in the first 5 innings,
under 8 home runs feels like maybe the over.
Dude, wow, dude. Who thought that was a good idea? Really?
Anything to make an event of something. Again, Major League Baseball, great idea, but I got to tune into this game. You're going to see pitchers calling out pop-ups and they go out.
You see that now, and it's hilarious, but you're going to really see that now. That kind of takes the shine off it, dude. Those dimensions are embarrassing, dude. These are major league. These are grown adults, dude. That's something that I would take my not even a high school team to, because high school guys can knock those things out, dude. I would take my 14 to 16-year-old team, and we'd hit a few out there. Yeah, that's not cool.
Where does center field line up? Because 314 sounds like the average depth the center fielder would be at anyway. So
314 is a line drive, dude. Okay, 314 is a line drive, hard hit. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, you know what? I think the White Sox and the Yankees pitchers are going to be lining up not to take the mound. No, my arm's not feeling too good today, Coach. Man, I felt, dude, I might have some COVID, dude. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm not feeling so good, man.
Be careful with that. You got to go away 10 days. You know, you probably don't want to do that. But I get what you're saying, and I wouldn't want to be a pitcher in this game either.
No.
And is it just one game or is it a series?
No, it's a one-gamer, dude. It's a one-gamer.
It's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal. It's a lot of travel, a lot of things. So do they start there and finish in New York? I mean, sorry, I'm missing the information on this.
That's a good question, man.
There's no such thing as a one-game series. It never is.
Man, I mean, it's Major League Baseball, dude. They're the giant corporation. They do what they want, and they think they crunch all the numbers and make their decision from there. They don't really care about the people involved, dude. That's Major League Baseball for you, period.
Well, there you have it. Small dimensions, small thought process.
Yes.
So, yes,
Yes,
it's going to be interesting at the least.
How can we maximize our bottom line? And that's the thing about maximizing. You can't maximize everything, okay? And that's the problem with maximizing, efficient, all this kind of stuff. But that's another topic for another day.
Man, oh man. So, listeners, just a quick 5-minute warning. I'm going to throw it to Chooch here, see if there's anything he wanted to talk about maybe we didn't touch. Maybe preview something for the next episode of MisippBROs Thursday at noon.
Man. Dude, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm happy with what we talked about, dude. We got another excellent broadcast coming to you on Thursday, dude. At noon, we'll have some more content for you. Sports world's always evolving, always changing. Don't know exactly what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be interesting, and we're going to get our takes on it. Different eras, same brothers. Gotcha.
Here's a quick one for you, Chooch. Andre Iguodala back in Golden State.
Yes, dude. Yes. Big, not just productive wise, but mentally helping the guys get better. And dude, Jonathan Kuminga, bro, watch him. He is sick athletic, man. Sick athletic. It's going to be fun to watch him. The Warriors might have just crossed that line, dude, and hung on that line of development and staying championship worthy, dude. It's a very interesting line to toe, and they might just have done it with the veteran additions and the 2 draft picks, dude. Yeah.
Iguodala, at the very least, a very smart, a very cerebral player, one that won't make a lot of mistakes. He might not have the lift and spring in his legs like he used to, but I see him playing an important 15 to 18 minutes a game.
Read his book, dude. I read it. Remember, I had it in quarantine when I was in frickin' Hawaii, dude.
Yes, you did.
That book was killer, dude. And not just for basketball, for life. And this guy's incredibly intelligent and incredibly thoughtful, dude. Read that book, dude. Iggy, welcome back to the Bay, baby.
And Warriors fans can't wait to see the famous Andre Iguodala shoulders, some of the best shoulders in league history.
Yes, dude. Yeah, what, me?
Every time.
No way.
Every single time. And Andre, if you're listening, I know you are. I still want your workout program for those shoulders, my man.
Man, before we get off, man, I got to give props out to, man. We lost a legend, man. We lost by the Bay, brother Bruno, dude. KXSF, dude.
No.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned it on the last broadcast, but we had some audio difficulties, man. But brother Bruno, man, you are legend in the Bay, dude. KXSF.FM. Check him out online, man. And he was a huge reason why I got into community radio when I got there. And he's just a hell of a character, and he will be missed, man. He passed away last Sunday, man, by the Bay, baby. And
another beautiful day in the Bay.
Yeah,
oh, man,
San Francisco Bay Area lost a tough one right there.
That's a downer, man, and I put it on the chat. R.I.P. Brother Bruno. I won't forget meeting him and sharing the booth with him. Talk about a character.
Yes.
So hats off, Brother Bruno.
Yes.
Look
he
down
had a great ride. He had a great ride, dude. Did it his way, my friend. Did it his way.
Good to fit that in. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brother Bruno. Thank you, fans, listeners, all the same, all in the middle. We appreciate you. We got up to a good number of listeners today, from what I could tell, and we had a good amount of chatter on the chat with Chad.
Excellent. I love it, dude.
A lot of CHs. So we will be coming to you live Thursday at noon.
Yes.
And give us the feedback. Give us a like. Give us a comment. Feel free to text us. Any ideas are welcome. We appreciate the support. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at MisippBROs. Chooch, close us out.
All right, man. Well, hey, I mean, I think you just did it right there. Thanks to everyone involved, dude, and the man behind the scenes, Bruce, man, knocking it down, dude. I think we're getting better and better every time. All right. Excellent. Hey, MisippBROs coming to you live, man, from Northern California, all across this wide world, across this country. Hey, the Philly fan, you are on top right now. Enjoy it. It might not last that long later on.
Adios.